Shalom, shalom. Take a moment to ask yourself, can you serve two masters? If you just say "la" for a minute, pause, I know that quickly the answer will be no. No person would be able to effectively serve two masters. You either hate the one and love the other. But oh, how so many of us have thought that we can get away with it with the Most High. And I was taking a bath, and Yahuwah just brought this to me. You cannot do it. Man has tried to do it over centuries. If you grab your Bible today and read about our forefathers of old, you would see that they thought they could serve other gods, other Elohim, and keep the Shabbats and the feast days, and think that it would satisfy the Most High. And the answer is it doesn't. The answer is if He rather you be hot or cold, not lukewarm. Because if you're lukewarm, He will spit you out of His mouth. He'd rather you make a definite decision than play around with Him. See, He wants His people, His servants, His children to love Him with all their heart, mind, and soul. That is all He's ever wanted. That we will put Him first above everything, anything, everybody. Not that we would, we want this from you, Yahuwah. We want your blessings, but we want to disobey you. He don't want to be used. Nobody wants to be used. And how have we, I remember growing up in church, and a lot of people wouldn't come to church. What was their biggest complaint? One of their biggest complaints is the hypocrisy. And in this awakening, whatever you brought to it, hypocrisy. And that makes a lot of people, that's not the true light, because the true light is pure and cannot be hypocritical. And we get so consumed with the external, the people, the titles, the positions, the places. But internally we're jacked up. We get so consumed with putting on this fake mask because it pleases the people, or you care about what the people think. But if you took that all away, you would have no relationship with Yah. We're missing it. The titles don't matter if you're not right within. Because if you have those titles and you're not right within, those titles will consume you. They'll be the very thing that devours you. I grew up in a small church. My grandfather was the pastor. And, once he passed away, there was no one. My grandmother was holding it down. She was hoping that the eldest son would take the place, but he didn't want to do it. And, I would stay with my grandma when I was in school, and we'd keep the Sabbath together. She goes, well, maybe it's you. I said, Grandma, no, it's not me. I'm telling you, positions mean nothing to Yahuwah, especially if you ain't right. He is looking for people that will purely serve Him when nobody is watching. He is looking for people that will do His will when nobody's watching. He is looking for people that are filled with integrity when no one is watching. He is not looking for people who could charm the crowd. He is not looking for people who want attention. Because if we're only seeking attention, then what does that say about us? That says that the ego is ruling, because the ego is what wants attention. The ego is what wants to be liked. We have to discern the good from the evil. That starts with knowing Yahuwah, knowing who He is, studying His word, and allowing His Ruach HaKodesh to lead and guide you. And then once you know that, you will know that there's a lot of carnality that rests in the people, especially us on the West. We have been indoctrinated by a wicked system for over 400 years. That is not going to be purged in a year. That's not going to be purged in 3. What Yahuwah can do, He can do anything in a moment. But for the majority, that is going to take time and intentional work. True surrender with a lifestyle. He is not looking for people to bring in the things of this world into this truth. If we have a desire and a lust for the things of this world, where we think we want to bring it into the truth, then we must humble ourselves and ask Yahuwah to purge that out of us. A lot of us want the things of the world, but want to try to make it clean. You cannot make the profane into something good. And you cannot make the clean profane. Because if you make the clean profane, it's no longer clean, it's now profane. We have to stop mixing and be comfortable with being set apart. Be comfortable with walking alone. Be comfortable with Yahuwah and let Him be enough through Abba Yahusha HaMashiach. They are more than enough. And I feel that so many people are looking externally when it starts internally. Go to the intimate place and find Yahusha. Sup with Him, because He's knocking. But shalom and Ahava Meshbaka, praying for each and every one of y'all, sending you all my love. Shalom, shalom.